some things that we can do to help stay present in order to heal, to help keep our hearts, allow our hearts to stay connected or to get connected, or our minds, in order to be able to heal?
I mean, that's a bit of a tall order, right?
Hmm.
Each of
Hmm.
us have different ways of dissociating, whether we actually have dissociative identity disorder. We all dissociate. I mean, I
Yeah.
we talked about that before. So even for me, it's like I'll never forget coming home one day, and it had been a particularly challenging day in my private practice. And I came home and I so wanted, oh God, I just wanted to eat crap. I mean, crap, right? To eat something that somehow satiated, somehow, and I come home and I just kept on thinking, I just want to stuff myself with junk. And that day I actually had some level of awareness, not always, but I was able to at least begin to say, so what is going on for you?
Mhm.
This isn't your typical choice.
Mhm.
What happened throughout the day that you're in this place at 6 o'clock at night where you're wanting to kind of in some ways just stuff yourself with crap
Mhm.
and junk. And so as I began to allow my heart the place of going,
Mhm.
what happened today? What got stirred in me? What what's going on that the way I would choose to deal with this is to not eat well.
Mhm.
And so, I mean, I feel like Jesus was kind of helping sort some of that for me.
Mhm.
And I actually that day made a good decision. I don't always, but that day I actually made myself this beautiful salad. And it felt like a choice of victory over all that I had borne that day
Mhm.
for the sake of those who saw me, right? And how it got entangled within me.
Mhm.
So when you ask how do you stay present, part of it is as allowing yourself the awareness of going, why am I wanting to reach for wine? Why am I wanting to turn on the TV? What's going on in me? And it's like that individually, none of that is necessarily wrong or bad. But when that is your mode operandi of like, I'm stirred up here, and the thing that I want to do is eat.
Mhm.
Again, we all have those places that we use to soothe us. So part of it is for me of staying in the moment is being aware of my own self, of what's being stirred in me and how am I going to go about satiating that. And um, one piece of chocolate's not bad, but when you eat a whole bunch, not so good. And I think, I mean, with clients, I actually will say to them, if you're in my presence, will you literally ground your feet into the floor?
Mhm.
I mean, I'm asking you to feel your body. I'm
Mhm.
asking you to say, let yourself be present. If
Mhm.
you need, I mean, now we're talking about food. If you need to chew on gum, if you need to do something that allows you to be present, um, chewing something helps.
Mhm.
I mean, because it's a tactical thing.
Mhm.
I have lavender that I have grown and I put it in sachets, and so people have that available to them so they literally can smell
Mhm.
lavender. There's something about senses that brings you back to
That's good.
body of the moment, or things like fidget wheels or balls or whatever. So I mean, I will do some tactical things like that for people that allows them to physically be aware of their conscious body in this.
Mm, that is good.
Mhm.
It is good. What what comes to my mind of being present for myself and this family, my family, of being present to all that we needed to look at to to get free, to stay free, to heal, to shore up our kingdom and domain, if you will, was the biggest thing was shame. We had so many levels. So many levels of shame to deal with. And I think back, speaking of the gentleman who early on he was just kind, loved Jesus, and would just sit with me. And oftentimes wouldn't suggest or recommend I do anything. But one of the first things he recommended was a book about shame. And recognizing it, understanding the framework of how it works in families. And I will tell you, being a family that was respected, a family that was known for going to church, a family that homeschooled their kids, we appeared to be a good, wholesome family. But when we began to look at the debris of darkness in our stories, in our life, that which had ravaged our hearts and happened some of it under our nose, literally, as parents, there was so much shame of how do I even begin to look at this and talk about it, and to begin to stay present to the truth when many around us didn't want to talk about the truth. So for me, staying present, thankfully I didn't have to deal with drinking or really bad food choices, because my body wouldn't let me. It would make me feel so bad that I literally could not function if I went down that path. If my body had received junk or alcohol better, would I have went down that path? Possibly. Yeah. But for me, it was shame. It was beginning to address it, look at it, heal from it, and realize that we are all broken, imperfect people, and none of us have it all together. And if we did, we wouldn't need the finished work of Jesus Christ. And I began to understand his character and who he really is and what his finished work did for us, I was able to be more present.